Fashion with the Made in Kazakhstan label. The leading and aspiring Kazakh fashion industry designers. Fashion Week reviews, the latest trends, and pointers from the stylists. All your news from the world of fashion and beauty on Fashion Guide.
Long live practicality and comfort. New season in men's fashion has started under this slogan. Main trends for Spring-Summer 2017 are elegant negligence, texture combination, denim, safari, sport, and military styles. These new trends has been already called true masculine, because there's no need to sacrifice comfort for the sake of fashion. Tight jeans, tight chinos, and tight classic trousers has gone away. Now at the catwalks there are more slacks, both with high and low seating. Moreover, these are casual wide and sports pants and also extensive formal trousers, which are complemented by a classic arrow. Double-breasted jackets are in fashion this season. This applies also to the business and everyday clothes. Choice of colors has no limits. Both bright colors and pastel shades are current. Variations of green and blue are at the peak of popularity. As for prints, the stripes are the most coveted ones in the season. Moreover, they are not horizontal, but diagonal ones. The most important is to take into account the stature features. The pattern called English check is also in fashion. Exactly the classic, reserved, and smug cheek pattern can be an alternative for classic business shirts and can diversify, even cheer the everyday men's image. The good news for the fans of more practical options, the spring denim is at the peak of popularity. The jean style is on every catwalk worldwide. Now it is turning from casual clothes to a trendy stylistic direction. It is when a total denim look is created. Denim bombers are combined with denim trousers and are complemented by denim shirts and even backed by denim shoes. Such a 100% denim look now is considered to be very fashionable, despite it has been considered to be a violation of all stylistic rules in the recent past. The changes also touch the conservative business style. There were strictly prescribed norm earlier, but the trend allows now more freedom. For example, the classic image of a businessman may be combined with a sports style. The bomber that is wearing our model is a must-have this season. Men's bombers are represented in large numbers in collections of international designers. The huge bag is an easy way out for a modern successful man, because designers, as if, have heard the prayers, and such bags fit a lot of things which you need during the working day. Designers also advise to take a little break from the jackets and change them to cardigans. The shoes surprise with a variety of textures and models this spring. The stylists recommend showing imagination in this case. Today it is allowed to combine sports shoes with business suits and to combine shoes with more informal clothes. Only some etiquette rules are the same. Semi-sport shoes, casual shoes such as moccasins, slip-ons, slippers, and of course loafers you have to wear without socks. It does not mean you should wear them on bare feet. You can use invisible booby socks, which are not seen from the shoes. The most important is make an effect of bare feet. Thus the motto of the coming season is less rules and maximum comfort. Gradually, the boundaries between the business and sports styles are being blurred. The current material this spring is denim. It appears almost in every look. Well-chosen men's accessories are as essential things in the wardrobe of a man as clothing. For example, a tie tells a lot about its owner. As a rule, classic lovers prefer solid models, but more creative persons tend to choose a multicolored tie with pattern. At present time, men prefer bright colors in order to highlight the image a little to emphasize it. This year, if we talk about ties, stripes are in fashion. Some bright colors such as violet, red, and also the cucumber pattern. These ones are in fashion now. Nothing can spoil an image but a clumsily tied knot. That is why it is necessary to master the skill. Actually, there are more than 3,000 ways to tie a tie. Don't forget the length of this accessory. In classic version, it has to reach the buckle on the strap. In terms of texture, they are made of wool, satin, silk, and polyester. The men's set should be of minimum 7 different options: 3 blue ones, 2 red ones, and 2 designer models. Ties are selected to suits. It also depends on the shirt, its color. For example, if your jacket is purple, vinous, and you want to select a shirt with a check pattern, then it must match the jacket. It must be monochromatic in this case. Or if you wear a classic solid dark blue shirt, a white shirt, then you'd better choose a dark blue tie. If you wish to stand out, you can select a vinous tie but with shades of blue. You can replace this classical accessory with a bow tie. These days, the bow tie has lost its status of an aristocratic accessory and is used interchangeably with ties. More often, bow ties are monochromatic, but there are also extravagant variations of unexpected colors. Now the bow ties of bright colors are in fashion. They can be not only monochromatic, but also with a pattern or print. The knitted bow ties are in fashion. They suit very well to casual style, suit to tweed jackets in winter, but they are also good in summer. For more eccentric persons, fans of freestyle, and for those who like to stand out, the bow ties with patterns are recommended. These are dots, stripes, or check patterns this season. Designers also offer the bow ties with animal and floral prints. Cufflinks are also important in the list of men's accessories. This small thing is at the peak of popularity again. There should be at least 3 sets of cufflinks, strict and concise ones for work, celebrations, and designer ones with unusual patterns. This year, the rectangular cufflinks are in fashion. More concise, without gems, are suitable for everyday life. For official events, the choice is more bright, round, square variations in order to draw attention. Unusual cufflinks with animal patterns are becoming trendy. There are also the cufflinks with letters which designate the name initials. It is also impossible to miss that this year many designers complement each look by a belt. They're made of mostly thick leather, traditional colors such as black, brown, cognac, and dark cherry. Today, men prefer not only classical leather models, but also belts made of fabric. They should be combined with casual style clothes. When choosing such accessories, you should also pay attention to your shoes. It means if a man will wear black smooth shoes, then a belt should also be black and smooth. If a man puts on brown shoes made of suede, for example, then a belt should be made of suede too. But not necessarily, because it is possible to select just smooth leather of a brown color. Ties, bow ties, cufflinks, belts. You shouldn't ignore all these accessories because they round off the selected image, stress the status, and tell a lot about your personality. This year, the designers decided to sympathize with fashionistas and made heels much lower. Maximum comfort is the trend of the spring 2017. Nowadays, soles are made like orthopedic insoles. All the parameters are taken into account. Such a layer is taken which absorbs the heel, and an instep is laid in the bottom of a shoe. It supports the arch. That's why it is comfortable to wear them all day long. Classic high heel shoes are still trendy. Together with high heel models, the shoe lineup of 2017 has been replenished with platform and flat shoes. To compensate the lack of heels, designers have thoroughly worked on implements. Thanks to interesting details, even conventional flip-flops look elegant and stylish. A lot of different implements are used. Zippers, beautiful rhinestones, finery, genuine leather now can be colored manually with all sorts of stains and with decorations. At this facility in Almaty, they are planning to release the first line of fashionable women's shoes next year. Meanwhile, they're honing technologies on men's shoes. The company invited an Italian expert in autumn. Today, Massimo Dionisi teaches Kazakh colleagues the secrets of shoe craftsmanship. Attention is paid to both blocks and appearance of articles.
Технология основана на инновациях, на современных методах моделирования, конструирования.
Technologies are based on innovation, on modern modeling techniques, footwear design, and the whole. The process is 100% based on Italian technology of manufacturing footwear, and the Italian fashion has been adapted for Kazakhstan preferences.
Адаптирована мода, имеется в виду классической мужской обуви, адаптирована уже под казахстанские предпочтения.
Due to the Kazakh-Italian tandem, more than 100 models of men's shoes have been developed. The palette of several shades, decorative elements, perforation, these are solutions for all occasions. The first batch of Kazakhstan shoes with the Italian chic will be available in the nearest future. They promise that the quality will not differ from the European counterparts, but the price will be affordable. The fans of maximum comfort and individual approach often opt for small shoe shops. Here it all starts with the manufacture of a personalized block, taking into account the unique structure of the foot. Afterwards, they go to the product design. The whole team works on it. Everything has to be accurate to a millimeter, otherwise the shoes will not be as comfortable as you want. The whole structure is the responsibility of the designer. The designer has to calculate correctly all the patterns in order that the model fitted the block. First, she draws on the block the pattern the customer wishes, each hole, each figure. Later, it is transferred to the paper. Then everything is made from leather. The clicker takes measurements and the cobbler puts everything on the block. He makes a sole, a heel, and the shoes are ready. If you buy ready-made shoes in a shop, the experts advise to pay attention to some nuances. As for men's shoes, when trying them on, you need to listen to the sound. When he puts on shoes, the foot should come into a shoe like a vacuum. Such a whistle should occur. Such shoes are as if absorbed, and this is exactly your block. It will be comfortable. As for women's shoes, here the heel is of most importance. If its structure or arrangement somehow affects your stability and balance, it is better to refuse of such shoes. The heel should stand on some derivative part, and these bundles should lie, not hang in the air, not to sink somewhere. They should be parallel to the heel. It is said that beautiful shoes can't be too much. The same with comfortable shoes. Comfort and trends in one pair is reality now. Therefore, beauty is no longer a sacrifice. Ambitious plans, creative ideas, and advanced technologies. It is all about young fashion designers. Each season, we are introduced to the new names in the fashion industry. Radmilla Pavlova is one of these young talents.
Стать дизайнером я мечтала с детства. Шила, рисовала коллекции своим куклам.
I've dreamed of becoming a designer since childhood. I sewed, drew sketches for the dolls. But when I grew up, my parents decided to send me to a financial college. After graduating, I even worked in a bank for about 4 years. But then I decided to take classes to explore the features of the profession.
Пройти курсы, изучить особенности профессии.
During the classes, the future designer studied intricate embroidery, sketches, and modeling. In 2013, she released her first collection. 1 year later, despite little experience, Radmilla decided to participate in the contest, Best Dress of Kazakhstan. The jury appreciated the technical execution of the outfit and awarded the girl with the first place. With this contest, the success story of Radmilla Pavlova began. The competitive clothes must be perfect. It should be not only processed properly, it must have a luxury processing. It should be a very good template, good fit on the models. The designer was traveling around the world, trying herself at different fashion competitions. Participation in Fashion Marine Fest 2016 is one of Radmilla's latest international achievements. Radmilla came to Italy with a collection named Art in Us. It is made by sophisticated design and is different by peculiar mix of comfortable clothes and art objects. Combination of geometric shapes was the main idea of the collection. In Kazakhstan, Radmilla continued to gain experience from the recognized designers. Kuralay Nurkadilova, Irina Asherbekova, and Olga Stan became the mentors of the young fashion designer. Radmilla watched fashion figures at work, how the workshops operate and collections are created.
Также работали индивидуально с клиентом, с каждым.
We also worked individually with each customer, worked together with the workshop. It is not simply to draw a sketch, hand it in, and to forget about it. We fully conducted the process together with the designers.
Полностью вели процесс с конструкторами, например.
Radmilla's participation in the contest for young designers, Open Way, last October is another significant event in her career. 20 contestants presented their version of a commercial prêt-à-porter collection for Spring-Summer 2017. In her Red Sun collection, Radmilla showed her love for Japan modeling. This was reflected in the clothing cut and colors. Red color and ethnic motifs became the key details of the designer works.
Работы, которые представила Радмила на конкурс Open Way, они отличались особой
The
колоритностью.
work which Radmilla presented in the Open Way competition, they differed with special coloring, combination of colors, and of course the combination of ideas. We saw that there was a very interesting designer proposal, and we knew that these will be unusual work in terms of fitting on a model. We knew that though the topic was prêt-à-porter, we knew that the artistic component of her work will be quite interesting to attract people's attention and make them buy her work.
Составляющая ее работ, она будет достаточно интересна для того, чтобы люди обратили внимание и приобретали ее работы.
The successful performance at the contest for young designers opened to Radmilla the way to Kazakhstan Fashion Week and gave her an opportunity to present a full collection on the main catwalk of the country. Preparing for the new fashion season, Radmilla is not sitting still. She has managed to present a complete Red Sun collection in Russia. The clothes transformers have become the salt of this line. A blouse with a print turns into a monochromatic attire, and a dress can be worn in different variations. Every business lady has to attend social events, corporate receptions, and presentations. They usually start at 5 o'clock in the evening and finish around 8 p.m. When you get an invitation for such semi-official events, you're required to comply with a dress code. As a rule, it's cocktail. From the one hand, this style is more free in comparison with a black tie. From the other hand, it also has its own nuances. The dress has to meet a number of options: elegant, made with a sense of taste, and discreet. Fabrics are used with sequins, lurex, and beads. For example, it can be velvet, just knitwear, or a satin dress, silk. All the fabric can be iridescent. A fitting dress is more preferable than a fluffy one. For a social event or a presentation, it is better to opt for a length up to the ankles. For other less formal events, the cocktail dress code allows wearing dresses just above the knee, but not shorter. Traditionally, this kind of dress code uses the popular black color, but other options are also welcomed. The main thing is that the clothes did not look too bright. Therefore, dark blue, golden, silvery, beige, and even white will fit in a festive atmosphere. In this case, pink, yellow, and green colors should be discarded. One of the requirements for the cocktail dress code is shoes with a high, thin heel, no shorter than 7 centimeters. A handbag should be small. A clutch will be a perfect choice. If your invitation states the dress code is cocktail chic, then the rules of choosing an attire differ slightly. For example, a dress can be lush and richly decorated. Besides, such dress code allows even wearing a suit, to combine a trendy blouse with a skirt, or to combine trousers and a lace top. The top, for example, can be more festive, translucent blouse because the trousers are discreet. It is a reserved option. This can be either a t-shirt but with thin straps, or it will be made from velvet, very expensive fabric. If you have appointed a meeting with business partners in a restaurant, a dress up or just below the middle of the knee will be the best choice. High-heel shoes with a closed toe and heel. The outfit itself should be moderately rigorous and concise. Black color in this case will be perfect. I think that every girl has in her wardrobe an attire of such a color. Then I have ennobled it with brighter colors, and I think you can select any tint of lipstick for this color. Plum blossom, brown, wine shade, vinous, and even everyone's favorite red. And such a look will suit a corporate reception or going to a restaurant with friends. In this case, you can afford light colors in clothes. Expensive bijouterie will be appropriate instead of jewelry. A handbag can be ingenious but not large. High heel shoes are necessary, but you can choose a less classic model. The dress of zephyr color together with shoes. Despite it looks rough, it gives femininity anyway. Turquoise and brown with milk chocolate, the choker of smoky gray color emphasize the excellent elongated neck of our heroine. If you're going to a party or concert, the dress code rules will be less strict. This is the case when you can wear a dress above the knee in more bright colors. And the most important thing is that a cocktail dress should not only fit you, but also comply with your inner me. The attire has to reveal your identity, but not hide it behind its own beauty.